Once upon a time, in a peaceful kingdom, there lived a sweet and gentle girl named Cinderella. She had once lived happily with her parents, but after her mother passed away, her father remarried a woman who had two daughters of her own. Not long after, her father also died, and Cinderella was left in the care of her stepmother, who showed her no love at all. Her stepmother and stepsisters were cruel. They treated Cinderella like a servant, making her clean the house, cook the meals, and sleep in the cold attic. Despite their cruelty, Cinderella remained kind and hopeful, always believing that someday her life would change. One day, a royal announcement arrived. The king was hosting a grand ball, and every young woman in the kingdom was invited. The prince was looking for someone to marry. Excitement filled the air. Cinderella dreamed of going to, but her stepmother laughed and said she wasn't worthy. Instead, she helped her stepsisters prepare doing their hair, sewing their dresses while her own hopes faded. When the night of the ball arrived, the carriage came, and her stepmother and stepsisters left Cinderella behind, heartbroken and alone. That's when something magical happened. A kind fairy godmother appeared and told Cinderella that she deserved to go to. With a wave of her wand, she transformed Cinderella's ragged clothes into a stunning gown, complete with glass slippers. A pumpkin became a carriage, and mice turned into horses. But there was one condition. The magic would only last until midnight. Cinderella arrived at the palace, and everyone turned to look at her. The prince was instantly drawn to her and asked her to dance. They danced all evening, and Cinderella felt like she was in a dream. But when the clock began to strike midnight, she remembered the fairy godmother's warning. In a panic, she fled the palace, leaving behind one of her glass slippers. The next day, the prince sent his men across the kingdom to find the girl whose foot would fit the slipper. Many tried, including the stepsisters, but it didn't fit any of them. When they reached Cinderella's home, the stepmother tried to hide her, but she came forward and asked to try. To everyone's shock, the slipper fit perfectly. The prince returned, and Cinderella's life changed forever. She moved to the palace and married the prince. Her kindness, patience, and hope had led her from ashes to a royal crown. And so, Cinderella lived happily ever after, not because of magic alone, but because she never gave up on her dreams.